forget about the Burnley game. I want to talk about Chelsea. Chelsea, how you feel going into this Chelsea game, Mike?
Lukaku back in the Premier League? I'm scared, bro. That guy, what he did to Pablo Mari today was an absolute. He will not do that against Virgil van Dijk. I don't want to promise that, but that will not happen to Van.
That'll be a good battle.
That's going to be a great battle to watch. Van Dijk versus Lukaku, and especially Matip as well. Matip's got to like read the game really well with Van Dijk to deal with Lukaku, because that's going to be the main thing. Arsenal didn't do that today. Can Liverpool do that? I think we can do that much better. We have much better leaders at the back with Van Dijk and Alisson, who's a much better goalkeeper. Just we have to think about the wing backs for Chelsea. That's what killed Arsenal today. And that cannot happen to Liverpool. If the wing backs get really forward and we're covering both the two cams that are played behind Lukaku, that might cause some trouble to us. Can we cause the Chelsea defense trouble? I think we can definitely cause some trouble with our pace and our skill players, which Arsenal didn't do today. I think we have much better players that can go at this Chelsea defense and cause trouble. But we really have to watch out for the wing backs for Chelsea and the midfield for Chelsea, especially if Conte comes back and play. I know he didn't start today. He came off the bench and played, 20 minutes or so for Chelsea. But Conte and Jorginho in the midfield, is that a better midfield than Liverpool's? It's very 50-50.
You guys have been experimenting. Do you think you'll have Fabinho back? I don't think so.
I don't know. I think he's still injured. So who's going to be in the middle?
Fabinho, remember his dad died.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I don't. It's better. It's better not to rush him then in that situation. It's better to respect him and his family. That's the most important thing. So then, if Fabinho doesn't play, who should play in the midfield then? Okay, it's got to be Henderson for sure. Maybe Naby Keita, and I think it's going to be James Milner just because of experience. I just think he won't. He doesn't. Klopp. He just trusts players that have experience and that can deal with the big moments. Harvey Elliott will get to that point. There's no point in rushing him and playing him in this game against Chelsea, because we know what type of game this is going to be. Physical, high intensity. Harvey Elliott, it will get to that point at some point. He's kind of like Phil Foden from Man City. You have to nurture him. He's like a little baby. You slowly develop him into your squad, in the starting 11, and then he will become a man and dominate the Premier League. And we do that with Harvey Elliott, we'll be fine. So we just need to slowly bring him in. And then probably James Milner is going to have to play, because we don't have any other midfielders really that can play there. Yeah. Maybe Curtis Jones, but Curtis Jones hasn't really done much in preseason. I think he was injured for a little bit. So that's going to be our midfield.
I think Chelsea got you thinking, man. I think Chelsea got you Liverpool fans thinking. They're giving y'all a headache right now. Look, Liverpool has to bring their A game against Chelsea, because do you think the way Chelsea are set up, that's why they're so difficult to beat? The three at the back, the two holding midfielders with the wing backs as well, overlapping all the time and providing that, providing those extra bodies. Look at what Reece James did today against Arsenal, and Marcos Alonso is always up there. And whenever those guys are forward, you have Kovacic and Jorginho, or if it's N'Golo Kante, always helping out with the defense. And if they're attacking, they're always there helping out going forward. This Chelsea team is so dangerous, man. I look at their bench, I literally got scared. Their team looks better than Man City's team right now.
Facts.
That's a bold statement. But when you have Ziyech on the bench, when you have Kante on the bench today, you see what I'm saying? Werner on the bench, Thiago Silva, Chilwell, Kepa, Hudson. Oh, Jesus Lord.
That's a pretty good bench, man. That Chelsea's squad is ridiculous.
Look, I'm willing to see the Van Dijk Lukaku thing, because Lukaku, he bodied Arsenal today, and with Havertz and Mount, it's gonna be a good contest. And man, I can't wait. That's the match of the week, and I can't wait to see that game and see how it turns out. I know Liverpool are always up for the challenge. And even though we may think, Chelsea gonna blow Liverpool out, Liverpool might just go and blow Chelsea away and really humble Chelsea. So it's a hard game to predict. It's not the easiest game to analyze. I don't think we know what Tuchel's gonna bring. We know what Klopp's gonna bring, and it's hard to separate the two teams. Chelsea are European champions. We know Liverpool were recently European champions and Premier League champions. So it's caliber. all over the place. So I'm not asking you to give a prediction, but from a scale of 1 to 10, how confident are you picking up 3 points against Chelsea? And then we're gonna move on.
Oh, that's a tough question. You put me on the spot right there. I'm gonna say confident of getting a win. Is that correct? 7.5.
Okay, so you're pretty confident.
No, that's not like
that is pretty confident.
And the 10 would be like, oh yeah, we're gonna win this. A 7.5 is like I'm liking the way we're playing. That was our second half was the best football I've seen Liverpool play in a long time. I gotta say that right now. If we can play like that against Chelsea, we might win them. But watching how Chelsea played today, I really have no clue how this game is gonna go.
You're pretty confident, man. I think you're confident. I think Liverpool fans are very confident, and some of us might call them, I'm not saying you're delusional, but some of us might say they're delusional because their fans do not like to. I don't like to lose, but if I lose a game, I'll be like, yeah, whatever, man. I lose. Pep, whatever, Pep. But for Liverpool, oh man, they lose, they're gone. You never see them. They're in hiding. They go on the rocks and they go into caves and bunkers and these things. They go out of space. You never see them for a while until they start winning again. But I'm looking forward for the contest. I'll make my predictions during the week. But look, just give us a show. We're here for entertainment. Please entertain us, all right? Thank you very much. Thanks for your thoughts on this game that's coming up next match day, Mike. Forget about Burnley. It's all about Chelsea versus Liverpool. Forget that. And it will be at Anfield too, so it makes it even better for the Reds fans. Exactly. You guys are more confident at home.
Oh, yes.
So we touch on that game in terms of Liverpool's next game. Of course, they play Chelsea. And for Burnley, they do have Carabao Cup matches, and they play Newcastle. Then the next Premier League game will be against Leeds United. Listen, I'm about to go upstairs and deal with these people. They're making so much noise upstairs right about now. They know I'm here and I'm live, and they just have these kids upstairs running up and down. My son Liam, they just but it's all right, man. Guys, if you hear any little footsteps, man, man. So distracting, though. So
if you hear any movements from my place, that's my dog. So
yeah.
Hey, it's a part of life, guys. This is how we do it. We're filming from our house. I'm living in an apartment in Finland. Dom's filming from New York in his house, I presume.
Yeah, I'm in my house, yeah.
There we go. This is the way it goes. We're not in some fancy-ass studio like in Sky Sports or BT where they have a green screen behind them. We don't have that. We bring you natural, feel-good stuff here on the Dominic Rich FC channel. Yep. And remember to hit the like button for this video, guys.